first fashion show. I remember going out and taking that bow. It was just like, this is it.
My mom was working so hard to take care of my brother and I. She gave us just everything that she could.
My dad had passed away 3 weeks before the show. I always hear his voice right when I'm at a moment of self-doubt.
If I had one wish, it would be to be able to take care of my mom.
I am Ramon Lawrence Coleman, and I am a designer.
My name's Christopher Straub, and I'm a designer.
I always knew I wanted to go into fashion. I made a pair of pajamas for my sister, and the first time my mom washed them, they fell apart.
The very first thing I made was a leather tube top dress. I cut up an old couch, and my mom caught me. She was like, "What are you doing?" That date was an epiphany for me, like, oh my God, this is what my life is gonna be.
You just have to be confident because no one's gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself.
I'm Nicholas Bavinsky, and I'm a designer.
My name's Althea Harper, and I'm a designer.
Growing up, I remember going through my mom's closet and looking at her gowns. And it's my first fashion class, and I fell in love with design.
I was designing for this artist collective.
I loved how my designs changed those men.
That was my aha moment. I want to keep on doing this.
There's something magical about a bolt of fabric to mold it, sew it, and see it walk down the runway. My work is magic.
Personally, I like being naked, but it's socially unacceptable.
I'm Mitchell Hall, and I'm a designer.
I'm Ari Fish, and I am a designer.
Growing up in Idaho, the whole idea of being a designer wasn't even really an option.
I always knew I was going to be a fashion designer. I've never been the person that's like, oh, I want to be the fireman, or oh, I want to be, the cop.
The creative process was something that I had to learn. As soon as I started school, designing clothing was all I really wanted to do.
I think, you're born to be something, and this is definitely what I'm born to be.
My name's Logan Neitzel, and I'm a designer.
My name's Johnny Sacklis, and I'm a designer.
When I was really little, I would watch my mom sew, and I would just almost have my nose on the wheel.
I was very much into painting. I'd get on a train and I'd come to Manhattan to the Art Students League.
I taught myself pattern making and draping and was sleeping on all of my friends' couches. Everything I owned was in my car.
Being a designer, you have to make sure that you're 100% committed.
I'm Carol Hannah Whitfield, and I'm a designer.
I'm Irina Shabayeva, and I'm a designer.
I was in high school when I started becoming interested in fashion. I wanted to make my own clothes, not to my mother's liking usually.
I went into college as a biochemistry major, but I'd always be an artist.
It did take courage to go off on my own and leave my medical degree.
My fashion and my art is a truer life.
This kind of work makes me happy. This is like my dream.
Clothes are memories. It's more than just fabric, it's you.
I'm Louise Black, and I'm a designer.
I'm Alvin Ben, and I'm a designer.
My mom was a single parent. I said, I don't have to stress my mom out about clothes. Maybe I can make my clothes.
My oldest brother bought my first sewing machine.
My teacher at the time just really inspired me.
There was a girl taking a fashion class. In order to get to know her, I took that class. It was amazing.
My mom is my rock. I should be so much stronger because I came from her.
You could do it, you can do it, you can do it. And I'm proof of it.
I'm Crystal Frazier, and I'm a designer.
I'm Epperson, and I'm a designer.
I pretty much learned to sew from my mother, and my mother learned to sew from my grandmother. I made my first dress when I was 7. As soon as I found out that you could actually do it for a living, then that was it.
Making clothes was part of my growing up. I knitted first sweater when I was 7 years old. When you grow up eating with a spoon, you don't think of making business out of that spoon.
My name is Sharon Ascari, and I'm a designer.
My name is Jordana Gelhaus, and I'm a designer.